you there with a smile on your face. Well, I think it's so cute when you got you in that condition. Well, I think it's a total disgrace. And I'll say, I'll fight authority always win. Well, I fight authority always win. Well, I've been doing it since I was a young kid to come out grinning. Well, I fight authority always win. I said no, 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 no. I said no, 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 no. Well, I fight authority always win. Well, I fight authority always win. Well, I've been doing it since I was a young kid to come out grinning. Well, I fight authority always win. Hey, how you doing, Guitar Heroes? Yeah, we got a fast one here by John Mellencamp called the Authority Song. John being a rebel, I guess this was probably one of his issues as a young man, keeping out of the hands of the local law. Well, we got a kind of interesting little intro lick that I probably didn't do it total justice, but the thoughts there. And we've got a song that's in the key of D. So we got a D, and we got a G, and we got an A. And that's pretty much it. So there's really just this repeating D, A, D, G, A, which are the 1, 4, 5 in the key of D. That's what pretty much got the whole thing going there. All right, so let's zoom in and take a look at this little opening riff. So we're on the A string. Second one down. And we're going to do, we're going to put our finger on, and I'm using my second finger, no particular reason. Put that on the 4th fret. And I'm going to bend it up just a little bit. And then I'm going to hit the open D string. And of course there's a little bit more rhythm to it than that, because there's a drum kind of going in the background, I think. And then that kind of rings out, and then I think the drums come in, and he does one round of this D. They like to get you in a G compra, A mising, D position, and then we always have that G and A on the end before we go into the next line. Next line, the next lines are all the same. Like to get you there with a smile on your face. So that's always on the end of each line. So start on the third line. Third line is, they think it's so cute when they G got you in a bad condition. Then back to the next line. But I think it's a G-toe, A-toe, G on T-O, A on T-A-L. Total disgrace. And I say, so it's a little bit different on the 4th line than it is on the other lines. But you'll be able to see how that works. Then we go into the chorus, which again starts with a D. I find authority, G, authority, A, always D, win. So then again, these few strums. The G and the A at the end. Next line, well, I fight authority, G, authority, A, always win. And then we stay on the A. Well, I've been doing it since I was a G, young kid, and I'm A. come out grinning. D. Back to a D. I fight authority, G authority, A always wins. Okay, then we go into the next verse, which is exactly the same. And then after the chorus, there's that little thing I was kind of goofing with. He says, oh no, 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 well, I'm so you can come right off that, but there's that little part where you just kind of scratch. Now the singing part here, you're coming off the end of the chorus, which is an A, so you're kind of staying there with the voice. I said no, 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 no. I said no, 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 no. Well, and so on in the verse. So it's a good pace, but you don't have to sing it that fast the first time. As you're working, building up your speed in this particular key, and with these specific chord changes, you can go as slow as you want. They like to get you in a compromising position. That's the way you want to start out. If you're not real comfortable with quick chord changes, and then you just build up over time. The whole point is to be able to get through it without mistakes. That's really the key here, right? So to do it fast and fall apart, that don't do any good. You're really better off to do it really slow, and that's really the key with all guitar instrumentation from a learning perspective. Is you want to start everything as slow enough so that you can get it all in without making mistakes. Then you just build over time. If you do this thing 10 times over a couple of weeks, pretty soon you're going to be able to do a little bit faster. They like to get you in a compromising position. So that's the way you start out on all the songs, and then just build up over time. Then eventually you can get to that speed. This is an ass-kicking song. There's obviously some great lead guitar in it too. If you're not that familiar with the song, listen to it, and make sure that you kind of got the pace and all that down. Get as familiar as you can. Get to work through the song sheet with it, and have some fun, because that's really that's all we're talking about here is having fun. All right, great. Hope you got something out of this lesson. Talk to you soon.